Right, assalamualaikum everyone, and welcome back to Bonk update today. And Bonk has now turned a little bit lower. We're looking at 22.97. Stop losses are 20.95, and if you actually touch 20.95, I think you could be opening up the window to just go a little bit even lower to maybe 1753 to the lowest trend line. And before we get into the details, just want to give a shout out to DXRP and SPX 6969, two projects who are the sponsors of the video, and if you want to learn about them, please check the link in the description. Also, one thing about Bonk is that Bonk is looking forward to maybe get inside this little bit of a pattern here. Now there was a break, it came down for the retest, we had a flag, it didn't really went to the main target here. The target was almost 28.33. we saw it coming to 27.47. I actually did enter the trade some few days ago, got like 4.6%, and I rushed out of the trade because I knew, things are looking a little bit bad. It could have actually moved a little bit higher. It would make more sense because we have a little bit of influence here. You can see few touches going on right there. But anyways, it didn't do so, and that is fine. When it went back for the retest, you can see it is actually under the pattern itself. So I do think that if you end up coming to 2600, I guess you could say that this is just a small manipulation down here, and the retest could actually be this and this and this, and you could actually even push to 3020 if you pass 2600 at this point. So passing 2600 is going to be crucial to continue to a higher target. Now, however, if you're not going to do that, there are two things that are going to happen. So number one is the following. Let me bring this back a little. So there are two trend line in particular, and two things that are going to happen if you do not make it to 2600. So first of all is you could probably go down and touch 1763, this trend line. So the trend line itself is going to be like this: one touch up, one touch up, and yeah, if you come down here, maybe another reaction and a move up. That is something that you can expect. Also, if you do not bounce off the trend line itself, then what you can do is you can lose everything all in all. And what you can do, all right, I'm just going to bring this back, and let's actually remove this one drawing down. Okay, that is gone, and this is also gone. So the second scenario, before we talk about it, let's remove that. Okay, so that is out of the way. And what you can do is you can go down like this and move lower and lower and lower and lower. Boom, maybe 12, 14, and that would be like the lowest part of that trend line that is going on, right? It is huge, but if you're gonna come down to maybe 12, 14, it will make more sense to just touch 961. If you touch 961, it would make more and more sense, and I'm gonna tell you why. So if you go to 960, that is the daily time frame support of Bonk, which is huge support, right? So this is like bounce off here, bounce off right there, double bottoms here, and if you're just going to come all the way down like to 1211, maybe just drop down to 911, who cares, right? 973, touch here, buy here. This is a very good buying opportunity down there, and then you could eventually sell it off for 39.59, and that could be a huge, we're talking about like a 244% move up, which is actually pretty amazing. Now, of course, it depends on everything. If September gets a nasty drop, because you're now sitting at the middle of September, it's 15 September, and the middle of Septembers are very, very dangerous, to be honest, so you have to be careful. So that's it for the video, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Love.